What's going on? Welcome to part one of the lift kit installing my GQ Patrol. Before we get started in this video, I just want to say this is not an educational video. If you can learn off it, learn off it. But I'm learning as we go. I've never done this before. This is my second car. That one over there is my first one. So like, yeah, this is just filming along the way. Hopefully it looks fat as fuck. But let's get into it. So this is my rear bar. Hopefully this doesn't stack it too bad. Oh. Yeah, so the old boy plugged it, put some lights in there, the 3-in-1 reverse brake and tail light. So when I'll be running twin swingaways, you won't be able to see the factory lights on that. So we put them in there to stay out of cops' trouble as much as you can with the fucking GQ. Bit of preparation. Fuck. So I've just come to the local fucking Repco. Turns out they shut 10 minutes ago. So I've got to get some cable to hook the lights to the existing tail lights. So I'm on a mission and hopefully I don't get lost. Righto, so I forgot I fucking pulled my dash apart and left the fucking ashtray on my dash and I just stomped on it. Head mechanic said this is what we need. So I got what we need. Craig's wiring diagram. Gets the job done.
Get the solder one ready.
So both of them have been spliced into that harness. Running them out and I'm going to run them into the lights there through a weatherproof plug. Dead.
What? Did your fucking feet up, you fuckhead? Yeah. No, we're good. Hold up. Well, you can see if the lights work, one or the other. See if the lights work. Sweet. Left blinker. Right blinker. Reverse. Stop.
So this weekend the aim is to pull the rear control arms out, uppers and lowers, press new bushes into them, pull the radius arms out the front, soda blast them. We got a soda blast. I think it works like a sand blaster. I don't know, I haven't pulled it out the box yet. Anyway, strip them back, paint them up and put new bushes in them too, and hopefully get the drop boxes off a friend of mine and put them in too. So here's the lowers, as you can see, bushes are thrashed. Same with the uppers. This thing bounces around like a fucking bull at the gate when you're trying to drive it. Perfect example of why you should WD it up and brush it before trying to guard it, because if you try to get that off, that's just going to thrash it out. One tip when changing these out is smash these with WD a few days before you go at it, and hit them with the wire brush too, so you don't drag all your dirt through your nut, and they should come out in one piece. then gonna go through and start getting these dogs out. That was meant to be a bush. That there and that there. Absolutely clapped. Definitely get a bucket to put all your loose shit in so you don't lose it. I'm not gonna film getting these out because it's just fucking around, so next time you see me, I should have a pair of control arms in my hand. Control arms are out. As you can see, that's the new genuine bush. They've been replaced with some shitty, something that's clapped out, and they are absolutely rooted. Thanks to Zoya. Fresh ones are in. Trade that, go home and throw them back in. So these are the bolts out of the control arms. Before I chuck them back in, I'm gonna degrease them, clean them up, and put some anti-seize on the threads. So when it comes to taking them out, if I have to later on, they come out nice and smooth. They're all cleaned up. Got the anti-seize going there. I was thinking of painting them, but if you look at the diff, that's already like raggedy looking anyway. So until I paint the diff, there's no point of really painting the rest of it. So further on down the track, if I do brace it, I'll paint everything and it'll be looking schmick. But for now, I just want a comfortable ride. Give me some leverage. Here we go. Come on, you know you wanna. Yeah, dog. Right up.
You ready?
Yep.
Does it move?
A little bit.
Fuck, we've got to move it more.
Yeah, bud. Simmons. Okay, going. Put your legs into it.
I'm an old man, for Christ's sake.
Push, brother.
I'll use 2 feet. 2 old feet.
Fucking
See how they go.
don't kick me, Ned. Yeah, there we go. Hold on. Yep. Yep. One more. Got the dog. With these arms, do them up finger tight while the wheels are not on the ground. Finally got the uppers out. They're a bit of a pain in the ass. But it's dark now. I'm gonna wait until the morning, go over the Zoyas, press the new ones in, get it going. New bushes in the top dogs. Gonna put them there. Hopefully they're in when I turn around. That was the treat. Back in there. Not bad. Wheels back on. Control arms done up to torque. That's them done. Let's go to the radius arms. Oh, press that screwdriver.
I just come off on a
Taking away a skip. One of one of two. Got these dirty old things out. Gonna go get the bushes pressed out. New ones back in right now. Let's get it. Got the radius arm time from Zoya's. He was one step ahead of me and he was grinding all the paint, most of the paint off these. But as you can see, they're still in there where the grinder wouldn't get into. So this is where we're going to test out the soda blaster. Come around here. Here we are. So I think you just fucking obviously plug that into here and then put that into there and then just go fucking better. I never know if these punsy things are gonna hold them, but one way to find out, I guess. Righto, bust her open. Instructions will probably be handy. Alright, so I'll show you the spot I'm going to start with first. You can see. Let's see how it comes out. Oh, I'm going to need a face shield for this. This shit is going everywhere, bro. It'll work. It's not there anymore. Got the excess off. As you can see, it's pretty much stripped it right back. Saves a lot of time and effort. Trait that. Picked up some drop boxes last night actually on the cheap. They're a bit seen better days, but you know what? They're going under. They're getting thrashed anyway. I'm gonna, oh fucking hell! Gonna try clean these up, paint it all up. Hopefully it looks black. That one's cleaned up, just need to get the wire wheel in there, but that's suffice. Other side's done too. While you're here, while I'm here, while we're both here, if you're wondering what drop boxes are, they are boxes that drop the back of your radius arm down. So your radius arm sits level, close to level normally, but when you lift your car, it goes on an angle. So you put the drop boxes in and it brings it back down to where it should sit. It makes for a better ride and better to drive. Making cocktails, baby! Getting the primer ready to prime up drop boxes, radius arms. Gonna hit them with some wax and grease remover first and hopefully hang them from here so I can get a full 360 degrees 4D interpretation of paint and it gets the job done. So I'm gonna try and hang them from here. I don't know if I've got anything that'll hold two radius arms and drop boxes. They are some thick steel, but like I always say, there's only one way to find out. But so I got them up there with some heavy duty cable ties, doubled up on all of them, because they are packing some serious weight. So they're all nice and clean now, just waiting for them to dry from the wax and grease remover, and then I'm gonna start spraying. So I got them primed up. Gonna go cook myself some dinner while I wait for them to dry, come back and paint her up. So I got this stuff to spray the radius arms with, any chip, because it's gonna get beating, especially that region. I'm only gonna spray the radius arms with that because I don't think I'll have enough to do the drop boxes. So I got some other black paint there I'm gonna do the drop boxes with because they won't cop as much of a beating, but I'm gonna paint these up right now. Righto, so this is how they're looking after one coat. Pretty stoked compared to what they were before. These are pink, so that was pretty gross. So I'm gonna wait for them to dry, put another coat, maybe two on them. That paint is definitely drying my eyes out. That'll wrap it up for part one of the suspension build. I'm sorry if that didn't fulfill your suspension needs, but its necessities is replacing all that stuff and doing it all. But there's a box over there full of goodies I got from Superior Engineering on Monday. Gonna be starting all that stuff tomorrow. So these will be going back in, they'll be going in, and all the fun stuff will be happening this weekend. So stay tuned and watch out for EP 2 of the lift kit install.
Maybe EP3, depending on if I'm going to put what I would in EP3 into EP2, which you'll have to wait and see. But I wouldn't class it suspension, but it's going to wrap it all together. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment on what you think is going in EP2, and I'll see you then.